We exist in a world of astonishing indifference to almost everything we are, think, say, or do. No one in the crowds we pass knows anything about us. Put this thought in its proper purpose. Accept the liberation implicit that no one cares. Do what makes you feel fulfilled.
Hey, so yeah, so why I got into it, and to be more specific, why I got into mountain bikes and dirt bikes. Yani piki ha matope. My education background has forbidden me from pronouncing it any other way but dirt. Yeah, why I got into it? Well, I must owe it to Vic. Vic, my late buddy, who died in a tragic road accident early on last year. Pretty much is responsible for me getting into dirt bikes. Before I used to ride a sport bike, which I sold it, and one of the hardest things to do. But then I got into dirt bikes, and even by extension, I fell in love with dirt, because this episode is about why I got into dirt, pretty much, and that includes mountain bikes. And it's pretty much Vic who introduced me to this side of dirt. So yeah, I'd never ridden a dirt bike before. Never had I even sat on Vic's bikes. But somehow, through his charm and charisma, he convinced me on getting a dirt bike in his most subtle ways. So I gave up the sports bike life because I'd been doing it for about 4 or 5 years, and I need a new challenge. If you know me, I like challenging myself both physically and mentally, and dirt is somewhere that I felt that would take me to a different level of, I guess, existentialism. So I got a dirt bike. Never ridden one before. When I got one, BMW G450X. Torquey bike. Can pop a wheelie on gear 3. But then with the help of Vic before he died, he helped me out quite a lot, and I loved it. It is so challenging and it's so amazing. And even it boils over to now what I also love doing is mountain biking. And how I also got into it is I fell in love with dirt. It's challenging. The terrain that changes, the surface that changes, the the weather that changes, your fatigue levels. It takes you somewhere else. It takes you to a whole new level of, I guess, serenity, beauty, challenging yourself that you never thought you would get to. And part of this whole series is to try and encourage people to kind of change what your daily paradigm would be and adopt something new to challenge yourself and to make you fit. Also, I lost, I think I was 100 kilos, and now I'm 78 kilos, and I feel fantastic. My knees are happy, my back is happy. My clothes, however, I need to buy new ones, which my wallet is not happy about. But anyway, it comes with the territory. So yeah, by extension, mountain biking as well. Love it. Absolutely love it. I use my mountain bike as a commuter as well. And I ride a Giant Talon 4. And I went and bought it brand new because I did try out secondhand bicycles and I loved it. But one of the things I found out is to get a bike that fits you. That's number one thing. So I went and fitted out the bike, got it, threw out the stock parts, put in custom parts, which cost more than the bicycle. But anyway, please don't tell my wife. I've been hiding receipts for the past 3 years now, and not about to start showing them on telling her that SRAM sponsors me. But anyway, that's pretty much the origin story. And now, when I did my first race and challenged myself properly was the Kagundo Cape XC organized by Alexander Seo et al. Et al. Must be the coolest guy ever. He's on everything. He's on papers and all that. Anyway, kid. By Alexander Seo and the Kagundo Cape, which is coming up this year again on January 30th. So if you're up for a challenge, please. I think I'll be there. If I'm not working, I'm definitely there outside my training. And it's fantastic. And even though it was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, I enjoy it. I was smiling throughout, and when I finished, I guess last, but people didn't finish. Don't get me wrong, people did not finish. There were some really strong riders who got lost, but I finished. Yes, last. But anyway, yeah, I finished. It was amazing, and I was smiling the whole time. And even I think the underlying theme behind even this small docu-series is the happiness that the two-wheeled world brings you. And I encourage people to do it. Yes, it's dangerous, and you do get some, I think, inappropriate labels by people who don't understand and who are not willing to understand that type of lifestyle from, like a Dunning-Kruger effect. You've never experienced it, you pretty much know nothing about it, but then you feel the unwavering need to comment. And the worst time is to reminisce an accident of somebody, whoever was involved in it, probably ended in severe casualty or an unfortunate death. And then you wish to share that story when I'm about to do that. So it's, to those guys, please, take up the sport. Because when you take it up, that is one more aware person on the road enjoying this beautiful lifestyle. Because what's not to enjoy about it? To be honest, it's amazing. It's fantastic. Everywhere I go, I try and encourage people to do it. And the weird thing is, my background is an orthopedic surgeon. So my seniors are like, dude, first of all, you commute with a motorbike. You commute with a bicycle. And they're like, oh yeah, this and this and this, you operate on these guys. I'm like, so? I know the dangers and I know the safety mechanisms that I'm employing to keep myself alive. I'm not going down the road speeding or anything of the sort. I'm very cautious and conscious of my surroundings. And to be honest, it has made me a better person. Because when you're under that helmet and behind that visor and behind those handlebars, it takes you to a whole new level. I guess it's the only way to really explain it is through experience, and then maybe you can attach some adjectives to it. But the one that comes to mind for me is there's some beauty in it. There's some beauty in you being in your headspace under that helmet, especially when you're riding out in the open. And what dirt bikes do is that, dirt bikes and mountain bikes do is that they give you that access. They give you that access to anything and everything. and it is so beautiful that I wish everybody could do it. I wish absolutely everybody, you should do it. And just to put some science in it, cycling has like the same joint loading forces as walking. So it's actually better than jogging. So that's what I normally tell some of the patients I see and some of the patients who are referred to me on sports related things. And yeah, I'm still a resident, but I enjoy sharing this knowledge because it's nice. I used to weigh 100 kilos and I dropped down to 78 and I'm still dropping some more. I'm not going to look like all toothpicky Chris Froome and everything. By the way, Chris Froome, I know you don't want this, but anyway, if you stumble upon it, I love you. Don't come after me with the grenadiers and no, I'm joking. But it's a good way to lose weight in a nice way. Yeah. And you meet very nice people. If you speak to cyclists, yes, we might be angry on the road, and motorcyclists, it's because we are frustrated on the fact that the government doesn't do much to support us. Yeah, you have the National Transport and Safety Authority trying to do something. But to be honest, let me call out the bullshit. It's not enough. It isn't. Because driving schools, I've almost had accidents with driving school instructors, and they have zero care. The guy will lock eyes to you and break the law in front of you. And it sucks. So it's just one of those easy eyeball statistics that you can pull that what is being done is not enough. But I wish more could be done, and I think more can be done, because if you now take up this sport and this lifestyle, you will become more aware. You'll become definitely a better person, and you'll become a healthier person. And to be honest, sometimes when I'm facing difficulty mentally and I get on the bicycle, even though it's just for 1-2 kilometers, it's peaceful. I feel like all my troubles have disappeared. Or rather, I have a better understanding of my troubles. And with that, I have a better way of dealing with them, which is good. So, and many people have actually confessed, both on the motorcycle world and cycling world, that it actually helps with your mental health, which is a problem we're facing in this seemingly terrible world of ours. So I guess with the two-wheeled lifestyle in this country, if you build it, I think we'll become a better nation. Yeah. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to see more people riding. Anyway, I guess, yeah, that is my origins story or narrative, a little bit into it without going into too much detail. Yeah. Two-wheel world is fantastic. It is. To be honest, it is. You should just try it. Get a comfortable bike. Get a comfortable motorcycle. And if fear is what is preventing you from doing it, I guess you can turn it into something else. You can make it be your guide to being cautious, in that you only let just enough of it to keep you cautious, but not enough of it to prevent you from doing something that is absolutely fantastic. Remember, Al Nightingale said, success is progressive realization of a worthy ideal. And trust me, the two-wheel world, that is cycling and motorcycling, is a worthy ideal. Trust me. I guess we're done with this episode. I can go shower maybe. thick thighs. And you guys, did you see that shot with the drone? You're like, you know that quarry scene? We actually, it was not meant to happen. That quarry scene was actually very dangerous. But to eat the dirt. And I hope they didn't see us filming, especially with the drone. But it's licensed, and the drone pilot is licensed. I think. Let me set up my. Right, did I press record?